Ready? Start. The subject matter of challenge in these appeals is the final judgment and order dated 20th December 2011 passed by the Punjab and Haryana High Court in the different letters patent appeals filed by the appellants herein. The first civil appeal arising out of SLP number 54 of 2012 has been filed by the Speaker of the Haryana Vidhan Sabha against the judgment and order passed by the Punjab and Haryana High Court in his letters patent appeal number 366 of 2011. By the said judgment, the division bench not only dismissed the appeal and did not choose to interfere with the directions given by the learned single judge to the Speaker to decide the petitions for disqualification of 5 MLAs within a period of 4 months, but in addition directed that pending such decision the 5 MLAs in question would stand qualified from effectively functioning as members of the Haryana Vidhan Sabha, aggrieved by the interim directions purportedly given under Order 41, Rule 33 of the Code of Civil Procedure. The Speaker filed SLP number 54 of 2012 challenging the same. The other three special leave petitions were filed by the 5 MLAs who were prevented from performing their functions as members of the assembly by the directions contained in the impugned judgment. While SLP number 55 of 2012 was filed by Narendra Singh and another SLP numbers 59 of 2012 were filed by Dharam Singh and another, and Jileram Sharma, being aggrieved by the impugned judgment and order for the same reasons as contained in the special leave petition filed by Narendra Singh and another. The focal point of challenge in all these appeals, therefore, is the orders passed by the division bench of the Punjab and Haryana High Court while disposing of the letters patent appeals preventing the 5 named MLAs who are also appellants before us from effectively discharging their functions as members of the Vidhan Sabha. The facts narrated above give rise to the following substantial questions of law of public importance, namely whether the High Court, in exercise of its powers under Articles 226 and 227 of the Constitution, has the jurisdiction to issue directions to a member under the Constitution, whether even in exercise of its powers of judicial review, the High Court, as a constitutional authority, can issue mandatory directions to the Speaker of a state assembly, who is himself a constitutional authority, to dispose of a disqualification petition within a specified time. Can the High Court, in its writ jurisdiction, interfere with the disqualification proceedings pending before the Speaker and pass an order temporarily disqualifying a member of the State Legislative Assembly despite the law laid down by this court in Chandra Kumar versus Union of India to the contrary? When a disqualification petition filed under Article 191 read with the 10th schedule to the Constitution of India is pending consideration before the Speaker, can a parallel writ petition seeking the same relief be proceeded with simultaneously? And did the High Court have jurisdiction to give directions under Order 41, Rule 33 of the Code of Civil Procedure, despite the express bar contained in the explanation to Section 141 of the Code of Civil Procedure in proceedings under Article 226 of the Constitution? In order to provide the peg on which the above questions are to be hung, it is necessary to understand the background in which such substantial questions of law have arisen. The 12th Legislative Assembly elections in Haryana were held on 30th October 2009. After the results of the elections, the Indian National Congress Party, hereinafter referred to as the INC, emerged as the single largest party, having won in 40 out of the 90 seats in the assembly. Since it was short of an absolute majority, the INC formed the government in collaboration with 7 independents and 1 MLA from the Bahujan Samaj Party. Subsequently, on 9th November 2009, 4 legislative members of the Haryana Janhit Congress Party, hereinafter referred to as the HJC, wrote to the Speaker of their intention to merge the HJC with the INC in terms of the provisions of paragraph 4 of the 10th schedule to the Constitution of India. The Speaker was requested to accept the merger and to recognize the applicant legislators as members of the INC in the Haryana Vidhan Sabha. On hearing 4 legislators who appeared before him, the Speaker, by his order dated 9th November 2009, accepted the merger with immediate effect, perpetually in terms of paragraph 4 of the 10th schedule to the Constitution, and directed that from the date of his order, the said 4 legislators would be recognized as legislators of the INC in the Haryana Vidhan Sabha as per the judgment now.